I'm Sarah Burtch with Kingstonist News, and here are your top headlines today, February 16th, 2024. Smitty's Family Restaurant and Lounge held their 26th annual Pancake Day fundraiser in support of Easter Seals Ontario. This year, the restaurant raised $1,892 over 2 days. According to owner Randy Lukes, due to the overwhelming response of the fundraiser, which was held on Thursday, February 13th, the restaurant had to close early and was unable to continue to serve patrons over the dinner hours. The management and staff of Smitty's thanked the Kingston community for their help in supporting this worthy cause. With over 55 million downloads, Canadian True Crime is Canada's top indie podcast. Podcast host Christy Lee visited Kingston on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024 for a public pre-screening of her next episode at the invitation of Carrie Kehoe, who contacted Lee last year around the time Kehoe was preparing her victim impact statement for the upcoming parole hearing of Richard Charles Joyce, who sexually assaulted her as a child in 1990. Lee was on hand this week to preview episode 151 of the podcast. Episode 150, The Nozzles Gas Bar Murder, was released last month and is the first part of the double episode, which covers the violent crimes committed by Joyce. As artificial intelligence technology grows, so too do the ways cybercriminals run fraud scams. To this end, Kingston Police have shared details on a convincing AI fraud that fakes an entire video call. Kingston Police stated that the scammers were able to steal over 200 million Hong Kong dollars by emailing an employee and pretending to be their organization's CFO in a meeting. The meeting attendees looked and sounded exactly like co-workers that the employee recognized, but they were all deep fakes. The scammers used AI technology to create believable video and audio of the CFO. In a media release dated Thursday, February 15th, Kingston Health Sciences Center detailed that since 2021, the organization has hired a total of 847 nurses. In 2023 alone, 241 nurses were hired, thanks in part to the new recruitment bonuses introduced last year. Individuals who make a 2-year commitment to KHSC in predetermined hard-to-recruit positions are eligible for up to a $10,000 sign-on bonus. At a marathon special meeting on Tuesday, February 6, 2024, which began at 10 a.m. and didn't wrap until 5:40 p.m., things were bound to get heated, and certainly did when it came to discussing the possible hiring of new firefighters. Some tough choices were ultimately made through resolutions. A request for a $65,000 articulating boom lift was provisionally approved, and Council decided not to proceed at this time with the request to rebuild the Strathcona Paper Centre soccer field. On Thursday, February 15, 2024, all 5 people accused in the murder of 17-year-old Kian Stoddard last month appeared before Justice of the Peace Leona Dombrowski in Belleville's Ontario Court of Justice. All 5 matters are subject to a publication ban under Section 517 of the Criminal Code of Canada. A report by the Kingston Health Coalition has found that cataract surgeries performed as part of an agreement between Kingston Health Sciences Center and a private for-profit clinic, Focus Medical Ancillary, have cost the public healthcare system 56% more than if the surgeries were conducted by the center alone. According to a report titled, A Clear-Eyed Analysis of Cataract Surgery Privatization, the coalition alleges that agreement with a for-profit provider has led to increased costs and comes with significant conflict of interest concerns. A traffic stop for speeding on Highway 401 in Tyndonega resulted in a litany of charges for 3 Quebec residents. As a result of the search, police located 665 methamphetamine pills, 60 amphetamine pills, 15 grams of cocaine, 21 oxycodone pills, and more. For more on these stories and other local news, visit kingstonist.com and subscribe. Use my code SarahB2024 for 10% off.